Welcome back to the channel. There's something quite surprising happening right now. Despite the Renters' Rights Act already being in force, a huge number of tenants still don't know anything about it. And that raises a serious concern. To me, it strongly suggests that many landlords haven't yet provided tenants with the required information sheet. If that's the case, those landlords could be facing fines of up to £7,000. What makes this even more interesting is that when the Renters' Rights Act officially came into effect on May 1st, just last week, it was widely covered across the media. Now, I understand not everyone follows the news these days. People have different interests, different priorities. But even so, when you hear the numbers I'm about to share, it's quite shocking just how unaware people are. Before we get into those figures, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Join over 54,000 subscribers who stay updated with the latest on house prices, interest rates, property investing, and much more. Also, give this video a like. It really helps the channel grow and allows more people to see this information. Now, let's get into it. A recent survey carried out by Housing Hand looked at around 1,700 tenants. The result? 78% of them had no clear understanding of how the Renters' Rights Act affects them. That's an incredibly high percentage. Let me give you some real-life context. Over the weekend, I attended my cousin's 50th birthday celebration. There were plenty of people there I hadn't met before, so naturally, conversations started, people asking what I do. I mentioned that I'm a landlord. I run a property-focused YouTube channel, and I'm involved in marketing as well. Interestingly, a few people I spoke to were landlords themselves. So I casually asked them, "Have you sent the information sheet to your tenants yet?" Just a quick mention, nothing too serious. I spoke to about 7 landlords in total. Not one of them had even heard of this information sheet. Zero awareness. Earlier that same week, I was at a business meeting where 2 landlords were present. Same situation, they had no idea about the information sheet either. This clearly highlights a wider issue. When you combine those experiences with the survey showing 78% of tenants are unaware of their rights, it paints a pretty clear picture. A significant number of landlords either don't know about this requirement or simply haven't taken action yet. And that's a problem. The information sheet itself is straightforward, just 4 pages. It outlines everything tenants need to know about their rights under the new law. It's not a long, complicated document. Even a quick read through the key points would give tenants a solid understanding. If you're a landlord, it's crucial that you provide this document to your tenants before the end of this month. You can find it via official sources or wherever it's made available. The important thing is that tenants are informed. Because now that the Renters' Rights Act is live, tenants have the ability to challenge issues. And if you haven't followed the proper steps, it could become very costly. Let's quickly go through some of the key changes outlined in the information sheet. First, Section 21, no-fault evictions have been removed. That option is no longer available. Instead, landlords must now use a Section 8 notice, which applies under specific conditions. For example, if the tenant has been in the property for at least 12 months and the landlord wants to sell, move in themselves, or house a family member. Other valid reasons include rent arrears, property damage, or antisocial behavior. But here's the key point. If you haven't provided the information sheet and you try to evict a tenant, your case could fail in court. A judge may dismiss it entirely, and you could lose a significant amount of money. Another important change is that fixed-term tenancies are no longer standard. Previously, agreements might last 6 or 12 months. Now, tenancies automatically roll on. Tenants can give 2 months' notice at any time, even right after moving in. Some landlords may not be happy with this change, but it's now part of the system. Rent increases have also been limited. Landlords can only raise rent once per year, and they must follow the proper legal process using the correct forms. If you're working with a letting agent, they'll typically handle this for you. Pets are another area covered in the new rules. Tenants now have the right to request permission for a pet. Landlords must respond within a reasonable time frame and provide a valid reason if they refuse. If they don't, tenants can challenge this legally. So there's a lot included in this short document, and it's surprising that so many tenants still don't know about it. Realistically, the most likely reason is that they haven't received the information from their landlords. Let's be honest, this isn't a 100-page document people would put off reading. It's short, clear, and easy to understand. So here's what I'd like to know. If you're a landlord and you've already given this information sheet to your tenants, drop a comment below. If you haven't done it yet but plan to do so soon, let me know as well. And if you're a tenant, instead of causing conflict, maybe just have a simple conversation with your landlord. They might not even be aware of this requirement. Sharing helpful information can actually improve the relationship. At the end of the day, it's quite surprising that just 1 week after the law came into effect, 78% of tenants still don't understand their rights under it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out more content here.